when I click. Oh, hello. Hello, one. Hello, all. We're going. Welcome to this pseudo spoiler talk. I don't know what you would call this. We're first impressions, even though Cecil hasn't seen this movie since Thanksgiving. We're here talking about Escape Room. I'm joined by Cecil from the Horror Show. Cecil.
Hello. Thank you for having me, Mr. Willis Screedia. Or Willis Screeda. Sorry, did I say it wrong? It's
Will Screeda. Mr. Emily. I've got so many aliases at this point.
Oh my God! Speaking of that, actually, it's. I had something I wanted to ask you.
Oh boy.
Now, forgive me because this can be a little nerve-wracking. If anyone that's had to ask something like this before, now
I'm already married.
Okay, well, that's off the table. But you know that there is something called the creepy channel crawl. And I don't know if you know, but people are allowed to have guests on. And I do have a slot that we are going to be hosting.
Oh, we're hosting too, for the record. But
okay, cool. Well, I wanted to ask, will you, CP, ask Emily if she'll be one of our guests?
Yes, I would do that. Surely, I could do that. Okay, I'll see if she could fit me into her schedule too to get that reply for you.
I imagine she's got to pencil you in at some point.
So yeah, Escape Room, the first horror, the first everything major release of 2019. You want to go down the premise because you have a lot better comparisons than I do.
Yeah, let me first make sure I don't have any sound coming through elsewhere to bog this thing down. But yeah, absolutely. So the premise is very simple. There's a group of people that are somehow or for varying reasons brought together to do this escape room experience. We are first introduced to about 3 of them. And we're given sort of more backstory ahead of time on like 3 of them, and then all 3 of them end up in the lobby area waiting to start the escape room, along with some other people whom we meet in the room, including Deborah Ann Wool from Daredevil and Tyler Labine from Tucker and Dale versus Evil,
and Super Troopers 2.
Okay, see, I actually haven't watched that yet. I have it. I got it Black Friday, but I haven't watched it yet. He's also in Reaper. I mean, if we're going to call out things that he does, he's also a Hulu show called Deadbeat, I believe, where he talks.
It's a funny dude.
So anyway, they're all in there, and it's sort of a ragtag group of people: a high-end stock trader, a real nerdy kid who's done like every escape room that he could possibly get his hands on.
An escape room enthusiast, if you will, yeah.
Right. And then I think 1 or 2 other people that are escaping me at this point.
The girl who's smart, indistinctly smart. She's just really smart.
The mousy intelligent one.
I think she's the girl on the cover, actually.
Yeah, the main character, as it were. I mean, one of the 3 that we actually get backstory for at the beginning, anyway. But yeah, so they all are gathered and they're kind of waiting to see what the escape room's going to be, and then when someone gets frustrated and wants to just leave, when they go to leave, turns out this is the first escape room. And it turns out all of the escape rooms are much more serious and or deadly than they were anticipating. And they have to sort of realize, find out why they have been brought into this situation, why they specifically have been brought into this situation. And there's straight up comparisons that could be drawn. Most immediately to me would be to Cube. I know most people are going to go to Saw, but that's because those people haven't watched the Cube movies.
And I would compare it to Exam sooner than Saw.
Yeah.
So they're all very, group of people stuck, need to figure shit out.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's considering original film produced this, it's not incredibly an original idea.
No, and there's unfortunately a few different spots from the movie that are could be considered derivative of other films. But what's weird about that is that it was still something that I really enjoyed. Like it's one of those things that took all of those things and still managed to do them well enough where I had a good time when I watched it.
Yeah, no, I was all right on the ride. There's one room where it's upside down, and the floor just keeps falling out from under them. And I wouldn't say I'm afraid of heights, but my palms were sweating a little bit there for that little.
I love that room. Yeah, the set design in this film was actually I thought really great. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and oddly enough, the most restrictive of all of them, I felt like, was the outdoor, the icy, whatever location. It just felt so set-y.
Yeah,
oddly enough,
it kind of did. I mean, one of the later rooms isn't necessarily as large as the other ones, but still very effective. That was what was neat. Every room had its own sort of personality, and I thought they achieved that quite successfully, and it made it interesting to watch.
See, weren't all of the rooms somehow catered to one of the people taking part? I felt like that was something. It felt like every room, one of the people that were taking part had a distinct connection to a defining factor of that room. Or am I just...
You might be right. The only issue there is that we ultimately got what, 4, maybe 5 rooms, and we started with like 8, 9 people, something like that. So the numbers
6.
Okay. I'm not sure if the numbers quite add up. Specific, like
2 girls, 3 boys. Maybe 5. The nerdy kid, the Tyler Levine, the stockbroker guy. That's it. And then what's her tits from True Blood?
Yeah.
And Mousy. That's 5. I think it was only 5.
No, I know there was one more too, because who were the 3 that we saw the actual origins of? I know the stockbroker and the
Mousy stockbroker. Oh, the supermarket kid.
Yeah. Okay. So there you
go. Oops.
Yeah. So yeah,
take a wild guess which one makes it to the end. Because
it's kind of the way things go. But yeah, no. So there was a couple more than I think there were rooms, but they all did have something in their. Each of them had something to contribute at just the right time in one or more of the rooms. That's for sure.
Yeah. Right. There was fire element, which somebody had a bit of a background with fire. In the cold element, somebody recognized a jacket for a certain reason.
Yeah. Well, everyone recognized something from their backstory.
Right.
Like that, actually. Like there was a couple of little details that I thought just kind of elevated this a little bit above, most of the normal things that we've been getting recently from like PG-13 horror.
Is it PG-13?
Or is it R? Did I make I might have made this mistake in the review too.
I think we got a fuck. I don't remember.
You're allowed a fuck in PG-13.
Yeah. There wasn't much blood. Maybe Maybe you're right.
Let's see.
But yeah, it's it's January. People need to reset their brains, because this is when studios say, fuck it, try it here. And that's what we're getting right now.
Except for we're going to be getting, oh no, it's PG-13. Yeah. See?
Yeah.
See, that's kind of the nice thing though. You weren't sure. Like I thought this one was more successful than other PG-13 movies where it's clearly like Truth or Dare. Yeah. PG-13. You know what I mean? Like a lot of those kinds of movies, so clearly PG-13. This one actually had a few things where, like, one of the things I said during the review that we did was all the deaths were satisfying, even though it wasn't PG-13, or at least somewhat satisfying to me.
Yeah. They're like off-screen deaths with benefits, I guess, is a way I would put it.
Well, but some of them weren't even really off-screen though. You get quick glimpses.
Yeah.
They just don't linger on it, but it's there. And again, the kills were effectively creative enough that they didn't necessitate a ton of gore, each of the kills. Normally, again, in PG-13, horror, I'm like, that was so clearly done off screen or done for PG-13 purposes. But this one, I just thought did a better job of making it feel less so.
Daniel Hammond asks, was Escape Room worth seeing on the big screen, or should I wait till DVD or Netflix?
I say big screen. I think the set design in this one, and like you said, the feeling that it can give you is that sweaty palm feeling.
If you're afraid of heights or something, it's
effective.
It's a neat little scene there. I don't know if you're in a rush to see something in January, you don't want to wait till Glass. Sure. I don't know if you have Movie Pass. What is that?
Oh wow!
What is that? Yeah, if you have like A-List, or if you have like something where you just or a random gift card sitting around, I would say okay. I mean, you can go rent either Exam or Cube, but that to each his own. Or even Saw. Shit.
Yeah, you're not quite as keen on it as I was, but you didn't hate it like you.
No, I didn't. I didn't hate it. It's just by the time we got. I mean, we'll set up spoilers towards the end there, but by the time we got the ending, it was just like, whoa! Did you guys even have an ending when you wrote this? Because just what the fuck? What in the actual fuck with that ending?
Yeah, it was a bit odd. I mean, it's just derivative. I was just going to say it's derivative more than odd, but
derivative of.
Well, I mean, if I say, then it might be ruining it for the people that have seen these movies. But specifically, it had an ending that was reminiscent of Keep Watching from, I think, 2017, as well as a number of other independent horror features that I've seen that I'm just drawing a blank on. The titles of, because I didn't have enough time to kind of try and scour the brain for them, but I know that there have been other movies that end with essentially the same beat, and it's not unique anymore. It's really old, and it's been done in other, like, I mean, as far back as Bloodsport. It's just sort of in you know what I mean? Like, there's always been people sort of a Coliseum sort of atmospheres. There's always been that. And this just ends up being a sort of version of that.
People watching, and
right,
something else is going on. Might be checking out this weekend. I'm excited for Glass. Yeah, Glass seems to be the true start of 2019. But I mean, if you have time to kill, why not? I mean, I've seen worse. I've seen worse in the last couple of months. I've seen far worse in the month of January in years past.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, hey, thank God we're not getting the yearly Resident Evil entry this year. So, I mean, you could be getting that right now. So
even that reboot's having a hard time. They just lost James Wan as the producer.
Oh, no.
I know you're bummed about that.
Darn, whatever will we do? Heard that the ending is setting up for a sequel already. LOL.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty direct.
Sure.
Sequel bait.
Which, by the way, we had the Happy Death Day 2U trailer.
Was it the first spot or the second spot? Because I know they just dropped a second spot.
I don't know.
Probably the second one then.
But by the way, to the poor schmucks that go to the movie theater and happen to see Happy Death Day 2U trailer, and you hadn't seen the first one, you might want to close your ears because they fucking spoil it like hard.
Yeah, it's part of their trailer is, it was this person, but I took care of it. And it's like,
I was just like, Jesus.
Well, I mean, they're trying to set up the mystery of the second one because it can't be the same person in the second one, right?
Oh, Dino dropped $2 and says, "Escape this, you base turds." I can't escape it. Dino, stop doing that.
You bastards. He just called us fish shits.
Fish. Wow. Well, you know what? There's oddly enough, there is a scene with fishing in this movie.
True.
Happy Death Day 2U looks so bad. Yeah, we'll I guess we'll talk about that in a month. In a month for Happy Valentine's Day when that movie comes out. What the
wow,
fuck?
it's that close already? Damn.
Yeah, dude. It's all moving so fast. We're gonna be talking about Avengers in a couple weeks.
Oh my god, is that really? Is it May or March? Or
April.
Is it April? Oh my god,
it's fucking April.
Jesus! And then at that point we'll be on to Pet Cemetery, and then what? Child's Play, and then It, and then
it'll be 2027, and we'll be doing the fucking.
Oh, I'll be dead by 2023. Don't worry about that.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but I don't. I think if the movie just did better with the ending, I'd appreciate it a lot more. I gave it 2.5 stars on Letterboxd, which is half, which is a right down the middle. Mm-hmm. And I've seen a bunch of half stars, 1 star, half star. It's not that bad.
It's really not. And I actually like the characters. Like I thought I did. Well, again, this is compared to the usual PG-13 horror garbage that we get. I was into most of these characters. They actually, and I like the actors, specifically like 2 or 3 of them I really, really liked from other things. So I just was, I guess, more prepared to enjoy it with those people in the spots. But these kinds of horror movies are my kinds of horror movies. Like, I'll take one of these over, quote unquote, real life horror, or, like Zodiac, real slasher kind of things. I don't get down on that kind of horror very much.
No, you heard it here.
A witch movie. I'll watch one of these over a witch movie any day of the week. But
Cecil said he prefers Escape Room to Zodiac.
I would rewatch Escape Room before I would rewatch Zodiac. Yes,
I'm sure David Fincher appreciates that.
David Fincher, I'll watch 7 before I watch most any other things.
So. Well, I'll give you that. I mean, shit.
So he's still got me there.
Yeah, kind of a gimme there.
Didn't he do Fallen too?
Fallen?
Did he do Fallen?
Fallen? No. Yes.
Who did Fallen? I thought I just liken it.
Is that a Halle Berry movie?
No, it's a Denzel Washington movie.
Oh, wrong black person. I fucked up.
Wow, wrong sex too, boy. Jeez, you got all the wrongs on that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Fincher, but the reason I
don't think in sex or color, Cecil, for the record.
Good for you. No, it's the reason Gregory Hobbit did it. The reason I liken the two is because they were the first 2 movies I can remember ever seeing where the bad guy wins in both of them.
Oh.
So that's the association I made there.
Oh, that's the one with the song, right?
Time is on my side.
I appreciate the serenading.
Yes, it is.
Fallen has John Goodman, too.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ben. Hey. Hello.
What up, Ben Grimm?
The fact that they give us a little bit of backstory with the characters was nice, but at the same time they have this forced like exposition moment in that hospital thing.
Yeah,
like I don't know why do that there to open the 3rd act. Why not just have that be like, they all have something in common, but why can't we know that up front?
Well, that's always the thing with these movies. That's the ongoing mystery, is why are they all there and why are they all associated? That's the only mystery they can kind of hang their hat on outside of what's going to happen to them. And so it's just these kinds of movies' way of giving a deeper story where they're like, look, there's more to these guys, and you're going to find out how they're like, it's all related. Like, it's just that sort of thinking where that equals depth to some filmmakers.
Well, yes and no, but because you could have them, the one thing that they share in common, but there's that overhang of, well, who the fuck set this up? That's the main thing. Mm-hmm. And I guess if maybe they planned their ending a bit more, than a fucking post-it note mid shooting, maybe they could have done that, but
Well, I see it. And I was frustrated by both the end proper and like the post end, the epilogue. I hated the epilogue so much. I was like,
wait,
no,
there wasn't a I see what you're saying.
yeah, like I'm like, no, everyone's too young to be able to do this. First of all, like, no, you all know. People would ask where your parents are, trying to get onto another flight to try and go solve this mystery. It's like, no, stop, no, I didn't buy into it at all. You know what I mean? But the I guess it would be the post script. Was
there a little post-credit scene?
No, there wasn't a post-credits, but remember, just after that scene I'm talking about was a scene where preparations being made.
Well, you know what? Why don't we just go ahead and give the spoiler warning? Ben's asking, is this a movie I should care about spoilers on? I don't know.
No, not really. You kind of assume someone's going to make it out, and it's just a matter of how and who. So that is pretty much what happens. So it's
a little bit of misdirection. I mean, shit, they open the movie with a bit of misdirection anyway.
Yeah, that's true. And actually, it took me a while to catch on to that. Like, that happened, and when that person was introduced, I'm like, he looks an awful lot like the guy that was really distressed at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize until he actually dropped in. I was like, oh, it literally was. Okay. But I did like that even that misdirect was a misdirect. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of sorts. Yes.
So I liked that. Like, you thought you were seeing something, and then it was like, oh, no.
Which, by the way, speaking of that guy, if he's not allowed to work up front for certain reasons, the guy was trying to get a fucking pay raise. Listen, you don't want to put him up front to ring people up. Give him the fucking money that he would be getting up front and let him work in the back anyway. Like, what?
Well,
the
reason
what the fuck
is a good reason, though. I mean,
he's a drunk
that killed like a bunch of his friends.
He's not driving a car in the middle of the supermarket. Right. He's
That's
just,
true.
Ringing up some fucking
the register.
Yeah, he's just ringing up ho-hos and people's Fruit Loops and shit. It's all right.
I guess though, as a person I know loves this phrase, optics though. Optics of the grocery store. You know, they don't want their clientele to have to come in and look at the guy that they know murdered the sons and daughters of.
That's all well and good. Then give him a little fucking, Quasimodo bonus. Like, you gotta hang out in the back, bro. Listen, I understand, and you've worked hard, but
I like that you're upset for the character rather than at the movie.
Just felt like shit.
He seemed like a good guy. He could have gotten a few extra bones.
Come on, man. He's busting his ass back there. He's trying to make some progression.
Yeah. He was even really nice and like gracious about you dicking him over too. Like, come on, give him a little something for it.
All right, so full warning, spoilers. Run in 3, 2, 1. So it ends quite abruptly, so Mousy and Supermarket Sweep, they make it out. But then actually first it's Supermarket Sweep that makes it out. Mm-hmm. And he meets the game. What the fuck? What was his name? Gamesman?
No, she meets the gamesman because we don't know that he makes it out, right? Doesn't he sneak out, or did I reverse that?
You reversed it. He makes it out, and she's
oh, she's the one we think doesn't. Yeah, because
she's giving them a once over in the hospital.
That's right.
Room.
Yeah, well, and even the movie lies to us a little bit, like, she didn't make it to the thing. Oh, but she actually did.
Yeah,
remember because she collapses before it, but somehow she's gotten to it.
Oxygen tube, like, wait, what? All right.
Yeah. All right. It's like, just relax. We're trying to write ourselves out of a corner, okay?
Yeah, a little contrived, but sure. If that's what you want to go with. Those walls are looking up beautiful. Thank you, Dino. I need a little bit more here and here, but I'm getting there. Yeah. So Supermarket Sweep makes it out. He meets the game dude who's got TV screens with a bunch of Hunger Games-esque red X's through people who didn't make it. And
there was actually a little fun bit in this scene, I thought.
One more time.
I thought there was a little fun bit in this scene.
Oh,
when the girl does show up, that board changes, and
they put the fucking dude in there too.
They put the guy that was just in there to monitor on the board, like, "Oh, you're in the game now, son." It's
in
like,
play.
Oh.
It's in play. I lean over to Emily. I'm like, how'd they get a photo of him up there so fast?
Okay, well, he's an ex-player. They said that he's an ex-player.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Everyone that's involved is an ex-escape roomer. I believe that was the impression I got, but they said that he had done it before.
Oh, so
although it did look like it was a screenshot from him in that room. But
yeah, it seemed very rushed. Fuck, get one of
yeah,
screen grab it quick.
Yeah, he must have been staring at the monitors like this for them to like grab the perfect screen grab right then. But
so he's the Zepp of this movie.
Yeah. Well, I always thought that's, I actually have a movie with a similar sort of idea, but I don't know that I could ever write it because they've never actually done the idea, but essentially, what if the group of people, the home invaders, as it were, leave they did do this. It was in Keep Watching. They actually did this exact thing.
I need to watch this movie now. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, so it turns out in Keep Watching, there's a group of bad guys that they find a house or they find a victim and follow them to the house. And then they sneak in one night or sneak in when no one's home and set up like thousands of cameras, like literally more camera angles than would be possible for them to set up. That's one of the biggest problems of the movie. But they set it all up and then they leave. And then when the family is there, then they attack and it's all filmed. And it turns out when the girl survives after killing the people trying to attack her, she finds out that it's a group of rich people that pay to watch as this happens. And then he actually says, all of us are people that did it before. So now you have to join the next one.
Is Jeremy Sisto in this movie?
I don't know. Let's find out. I know that.
I think it's a house, right?
Bella Thorne was also in it.
Bella Thorne.
Yeah, I think. I'm not a big Bella Thorne fan.
With those bats of hers.
Yeah, she was in it. Bella Thorne.
Bella Thorne's in a bunch of like straight to whatever the fuck.
Amityville Awakening.
Yeah, that was on the shelf forever. That movie.
Oh, the weird thing is this had not weird, but this also had Chandler Riggs and Ian Guffold in it.
Yeah, I'm thinking Jeremy Sisto from Clueless and or Wrong Turn.
No.
All right, I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking of then. Never mind. I still haven't seen it.
Well, don't bother.
Yeah, you just gave it all away.
I mean, it's 2 out of 5 stars on IMDb from over 3,000 votes. So,
all right. Well, I mean, judging by Letterboxd,
you really need to get this app.
You don't have it? Yeah,
no.
you need to, play up that social game, son. It's like a bunch of ones and half stars. I wouldn't go that far, but the ending certainly perturbed me.
Do you have to log into this? Oh, you do. You have to create an account and everything.
You got to create an account.
All right, I'll do that after the stream.
Like Running Man, Arnie ahead of his time.
Yeah, well, yeah, not dissimilar, I suppose.
Right. Yeah, no, there's nothing incredibly completely original about any of this, what's going on here. Like that's what it comes down to. That's the crux of it. It's you've seen some version of something in this movie before. That's the first thing. Whether you compare it to Saw, Cube, Exam's probably the least seen of the three we just listed.
Mm-hmm.
Who had the best death?
Let's see. There was Ice. There was Fall. There was
Heart Attack.
Right. Oh, yeah, Purposeful.
It's gotta be the fingerprint room.
Oh, what happened in the fingerprint room?
Fucking dude took a wall to the head.
fingerprint room. Which room was that?
It was there was the last one before the last one. Not the crushing room with the clock theme.
Not the zebra stripe room.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. They're a bunch of fingerprint patterns like overlaid each other.
Oh, okay. I thought there was just like zebra stripes, but yeah,
that's how he opened the glass that got out the needle with the.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
His handprint.
That was funny. That room was interesting. They're like it goes straight for the hatch, and it's like, oops, there's goop on this. Uh-oh, what does that mean? Oh, topical acid. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so by default, that one's the best death.
I guess so. I mean,
you don't really see any of the other ones. They're like I said, they're like glorified off-screen.
Yeah, but this is just him hitting his head, though, right? Essentially,
there's still blood.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
I think the most thrilling death would probably go to the fall.
No, absolutely. And like I said, I'm not afraid of heights, but man, I was. Whew.
It was a bit sad too to me when she's like, "It's okay, it's okay." She tells the girl it's okay before she fucking drops it.
Strongest phone cable in the history of life.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure my jack, none of my phone jacks would have held a body, but
the phone part alone would have fucking pulled off.
Yeah, exactly. But
Emily in the chat without her voice. Hi, Emily.
Oh, she's voiceless right now.
She's a little under the weather.
Oh no.
But yeah, Emily, you have anything to add? By all means, chime in.
Emily was way nicer to the Krampus movie than I thought.
I thought the same fucking thing. I was like, really? All right. And I didn't even watch it with her. That's how much I was like, nope, I'm not subjecting myself to this.
That director's next movie is another Western. His first movie was a Western, but he's actually somehow managed to trick Lance Henriksen into being in it, supposedly.
Yikes.
Yeah. I'm hoping this really puts an end in his career myself.
So Uncorked.
Yeah, Uncorked.
So somebody needs to do a little video on Uncorked.
Okay.
That's what So spoilers. Okay. Spoilers. The dude, the games master who apparently played the game before. What's the line he says? He says something to the supermarket sweep, and he says, when they win the Kentucky Derby, do horses get a prize? And then he's about to fucking strangle him, and it's just like, no, but they don't get killed. What the fuck? What a
I thought it was a little more appropriate than that. I mean, you would know because you saw it today, and I saw it a month.
It's quickly fading though, so.
Yeah, it was something like that. At the end of the Kentucky Derby, do the horses get a prize? Yeah, I think that is. I think, but I think he hit horses a little bit more. Like, no, it is the rider that gets the prize. But yeah, you're right. It's not like the horses go to the glue factory.
Yeah, and then he's about to strangle him, and then here's Mousy to save the day, and
yeah,
she shoots him a bunch, and then they get in a tussle. And then Mousy.
I'm sorry. Another thing, they're going to spend all this money on this entire elaborate setup in this huge building, and then these two people just walk out after their tussle in this room.
It's a good point.
Like, there's no further security.
And the one thing I noticed in that area was that they had windows. There was like windows to outside, and they were covered with like grating or whatever. But it was just like, I could see the sun coming in through there, and really.
And what's in the middle 30 floors? Like just empty rooms, just nothing. Because it seems like there was the rooms on the bottom level, and then the elevator and the room on the top.
Well, the top floor definitely had to. Set up the pool cue room. That was so you got 22 floors of nothing.
I don't know. There is some silliness. Obviously, there's some silliness, but I had fun with it. I didn't. I didn't go into this one thinking it was going to be the deepest of horror movies,
right?
You know,
right. And I'm with you. I'm with you. Right up until what we're talking about. I'm with the movie. I'm like, all right, you know what? This isn't terrible. I could be doing far worse things right now. I could be watching far worse things right now.
Mm-hmm.
But then the ending just. So the girl and the guy get out. They go to the hospital. It's 6 months later. And then a la Final Destination, they're like pseudo dating. They're meeting up for a dinner or lunch or a date. And the guy's talking about, you know, how life's straightened out and he's got this new work gig and fucking whatever the fuck.
I could have swore Alfred was going to be a few tables over.
Oh, good reference. If I ever properly do a review, I've stolen that idea and I'm going to put it in there. That's really good. Yeah, so it's the end of Dark Knight Rises.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so he's.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you like that.
No, that's fine. He's doing better, but she breaks out this book, and she's got all these newspaper clippings of the people that died with them, but it's presented in a fashion that like they're like accidents. Like the person who fell actually died in a mountain climbing accident alone. The dude who drowned in Lake Michigan.
Fucking New Yorkers.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the other one. Well, anyway, she's figuring out the math, and she's like, you know, we were all supposed to die, and they have ones for us, and she figured out that the logo actually is like a certain address in New York City. The film takes place in Chicago, for the record, which is thousands of miles away. I don't know what the fuck, whatever. And the dude's like, dude, you gotta. I'm doing good now. Can we just like live on? And she's like, I forgot what the fuck she said, but she gave him one sentence and he was convinced. He went from I'm doing good now to all right, you know what, let's go get him.
I couldn't believe that either. I was like, that's the fucking quickest transit. That she might as well have just said, I'll let you fuck me if you go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they probably hadn't had sex yet, and that was the
yep.
Well, could we join the Mile High Club on the way?
She's like, oh, fine.
Yeah, and then she said they booked the flight to Chicago, or excuse me, booked a flight from Chicago to New York to go what? Encounter this office to.
Well, she's operating under the assumption that they're going to have as little security in that area as they did in the first area.
Right.
So she's, you know, she's operating based on the information she has.
A highly funded group that manages to just somehow kill people. And
well, look, they got to skimp somewhere, right? They got to pay for servers, bro. They got people all over the world watching this shit. Like we got their server budget is like 98% of their entire budget.
Yeah, yeah. So then they like hard cut to shit going south on a flight. One engine's fucking on fire, and there's a fucking code that needs to be figured out up at the cockpit. And
I kind of like that. You see the flight attendant screaming down the middle, you know, the aisle, like with purpose, and you're like, what the fuck? And it turns out, yeah, there's some kind of escape room game going on the plane.
Right.
Go ahead. I'll let you continue from there.
And then they finally figure out the code. It's Cloud. Clouds don't cry, for the record.
Very weak.
Yeah. And then they get into the cockpit and they're headed straight for a mountain, which, by the way, between Chicago and New York, not very many tall mountains, but you know, that's nitpicking at this point. And right before they hit the mountain, everything shuts down. It's just a test run, and that was the trial run to get these two people who are going to New York. Which, by the way, the plane was full. In just a grand scheme of money, how much salary did you dump out setting up this practice run to kill two people? Like, you can't just kill these two people on a fucking bus. Like,
well, they're not paying for security, CP. Don't forget how much they're saving.
Dude, they fucking they rented out a hangar with a fucking internal plane thing on a jib.
Gimbal.
Like, yeah, like what the fuck?
With lightning sound effects and lighting and
yeah. It's just like, what is this? Like, I would have felt better if that was the opening. Like, put that in the beginning and then hard cut to everybody else's stories and then come back to it.
I mean, you have to assume if you're really trying to break it down, they're making so much money with the people watching on the internet that they can pay all this.
And they should have covered that, even if it was just a wasted throwaway shot of, like, you know, shadowy figures looking up at like
there's a new employee, like a new scientist lady that is learning the ropes during this exercise. She's like, how does everyone pay for this? And they're like, really? Like,
exactly.
That. But yeah, so that's the weird thing. Yeah, so this whole setup is the trial run, like CP said, for their flight, the two characters from this movie, their flight to New York. So their next escape room starts on the plane, and like their gag was like the lady scientist like only 17% chance of escape, and
4
was it 4?
4%.
Chance is like, well, it wouldn't be a game if there wasn't some percent.
Yeah,
it's like okay, what? Mustache twirler, shut the fuck up. Like,
what?
No. That's unnecessary.
Yeah, and did the guy get his 10 grand, by the way? Because the big thing about the game was, you know, whoever wins gets 10 grand.
That's a good point. Well, wouldn't they have had to split it if so? I mean...
Hello, Christopher Wells. I've been called Willie. Did they have to split it? Yeah.
Screeta. Willie.
Oh, maybe they didn't get the money because one person didn't win.
It might be.
Or all right, you know, they made it. They should have each made 10 grand. There was no.
There was
the other
rules weren't specific enough.
There was the other thing. I was just going to say that there's one moment where they say follow the rules or something like that. You must follow the rules of No Way Out, whatever.
Yeah, honestly,
whatever the fuck his name is.
Ultimately, what that seems to refer to,
hi Dave,
were like the teeny tiny. The CP said hi Dave. The teeny tiny sign somewhere in each room with like 2 words that were like the clue. I think that's what that was referring to. It's like follow the rules, follow the words, follow the instructions, whatever the hell it said. Each room had like something where they're like, oh, this, and then like ultimately in the last 5 minutes they realized what that clue meant and followed through on it.
Yeah, see, because there's that moment in the icy level where the kid throws the lighter.
Yep.
And when somebody goes to pick it up, they go bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have been nice to be, you know, just told, oh yeah, by the way, no lighters. That's one of the rules. But they never like outright say that.
Yeah.
Or like explain why suddenly a hole opened up and sucked the kid into the ground. But like,
yeah.
Just like why
there? Why? Yeah, no, there's a couple of like questions as to. Look, CP, the movie's not perfect. Okay,
I listen. I could have told you that going into it.
No, yeah, I mean, obviously, there's some conveniences, just like most movies, but it's best not to worry your pretty little head about it, really.
What? Do you know what the budget was on this movie?
I have it pulled up still, I believe.
We were giving the spoilers. We gave a warning, Emily.
It says the budget was an estimated $10 million. That looks really big for $10 million.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the sets were pretty tight. I mean, goes right back to Hellfest. Hellfest is just, you know, a bunch of little fucking literal sets.
Yeah.
That you just dress up and real pretty and nice. Not like you had to spend anything on star power.
Yeah, it wasn't. That's true.
A bunch of also rans in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that chick that was
I
on.
like Deborah.
Oh, Daredevil. She's right. She's in the Netflix show. I'm thinking of her as True Blood, the one
True Blood, yeah, True Blood and Daredevil. She's got a bit of a career, man, and she's great on both, in my opinion.
Sure. Not nowhere near carrying any film, let alone a horror.
No, but I think this goes a ways to helping her with that, and Daredevil does too. I think she's going to get there. Yeah, though, I mean, I guess 10 million is probably about right. I don't know that I would have guessed a lot more than that.
Yeah, it'll double its budget.
Well, okay, so let's talk about that. How much do you think it's going to make?
Total? Not this week?
No, opening weekend.
Opening weekend? What the fuck's going on right now? You still have Aquaman just fucking punching the dick off the rest of everybody.
Is it really? Because I haven't been following.
It's like 15 million a day steady.
Wow,
since
really?
It came out. Yeah, it's like 2 and change right now.
Damn.
Not 9 million this weekend.
Wow, that's lower than I thought.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, what did Split make in January last year?
Dude, you're comparing this to Split.
I'm just curious. I need a baseline somehow.
Split made some dough, I think. Actually, you know what? Split might have been a word of mouth movie.
I'm trying to remember.
Especially considering people are like, wait, what happened at the end? Oh, okay, I'll go watch it.
Well, Escape Room's going to win against anything that comes out this weekend.
There's nothing coming out.
Nothing, yeah. Great, and Mojin, the Worm Valley.
The best movie of 2019 thus far is Escape Room.
Mm-hmm.
Mark it.
I even saw, I saw Ralph Breaks the Internet yesterday. I was not that impressed with that movie.
I did not watch that movie.
It was not that great.
Have you seen Bird Box?
I did.
We can get to that in a minute. But
okay.
Oh, not a fan, huh?
Yeah.
Another movie with an ending where it's just like,
throw
me into a wall.
It's the epitome of what I argue against in horror movies.
A blindfolded Sandra Bullock?
No, it's the opposite of show don't tell. This movie literally.
Oh, that's right. That's right. When we last spoke, you did mention that. I'm like, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Yep. Wow, Aquaman is doing that much still, huh? How's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse doing? Because that movie is probably the best movie of last year.
It's not in the top 3. I'll tell you what, Bumblebee just keeps fucking tripping over shoelaces right now.
As in making money or not?
5 million a day ish.
It's got a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. What the?
Yeah.
Wow. Do I actually need to go see Bumblebee?
Sure.
I mean, 93% ain't something to sniff at.
No, don't fucking. Sandra Bullock in the chat. Hey, trash CP, you look like you gained weight. You need to get looked down if you're going to hoodwink people for cash. Oh, by the way, guys, for 2019, I'm going to be trying to lose weight. So I can't join a gym membership if you're not paying for it. So you might as well donate in the chat below. I need to lose weight. Clearly, it's visible that I'm way too fucking fat, and I'm not going to pay for it. So if you want to see a thinner CP, by all means, donate in the chat. Thanks, Sandra.
No, I think she's saying you look like you gained patience.
Yeah, wait. WAIT. God bless.
Is that not what you meant, Sandra? Because that's what you spelled, dear.
Also, please donate to Sandra Bullock's English lessons. Fucking dolt.
I always love people that try and shit on you in the comments and they can't spell or grammar or anything.
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
White Tim. Okay, not sure about that screen name. I'm just here because I always try to watch the streams. I have no interest in the movie, so I don't mind spoilers. All right. It's good to know that you have audience members with names like White Tim, CP.
Yeah, you know, there's two people in the BlueTube community that use the word trash. I'm sure I'm better groomed. I'm sure I'm better groomed that you are non-CP person. Oh, you're non-CP person.
Wait, no. Let's read it correctly, CP.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure I'm better groomed that you are non-CP person.
Yeah, silly me trying to do some favors there.
No, come on. Read what she I'm sure she says what she means and means what she says. So.
I'm sure she's a she too, by the way.
Yeah. I'm better groomed that you are non-CP person. Well, I mean, I've got my hair did. I've got my beard trimmed, looking sweet.
Here's the one thing, Cecil. You could see me, you could see you. That's already a step up on this fucking imbecile. If you'd like a link to the chat, Sandra, by all means, turn the camera on and let's discuss your fucking grooming habits.
Emily says, "Hey, Will, give up moviesing."
Do more Better's English like. What were we on? What were we talking about?
You movies bad.
I got to stick to the Screedia and not the Will.
Yeah, really. I don't
know. You're talking about money.
Oh, yeah. I would say, oh, God, you've got me thinking low now, though, for the 9. I would hope it makes at least like 13 or 14. I was hoping 15.
That's attainable.
You know,
it's not terrible. We were at the theater. We were at an early show today. They actually had a 4:00 show, which is odd for Thursdays. I
mean, technically, aren't the kids still on break, or did they go back to school this week?
Are they? Is that what it was? I was just going to say that it was a little packed for 6 p.m. on a fucking Thursday.
Yeah, I think because New Year's was Tuesday, that the school years just probably were like, well, we're not going to start on a Wednesday.
Really?
I don't know. It's been a while since I was there, like at least 5 years.
I think college is still out too, right?
Yeah.
The school people. Sandra, tell us when school gets out.
Sandra doesn't know. She's a 50-year-old man.
You stepped on my joke.
I'm sorry. Let's see. Sandra, you let your cats groom you? That's pretty funny. All right.
Next week, Dino says next week. Dino has little ones, so they're still off.
Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. He also said he licks his grease off his body like a cat.
All right, so if everybody's off still, then yeah, 13 might certainly be a lot easier.
Yeah, I would actually push it closer to 15 or 16 myself. It's just there's literally nothing else, and people are still going to want to go,
especially in that genre. Like,
yeah,
if
we've been starving since what? I mean,
Halloween 2018.
Oh my God! Best movie of the year, Killer Flicks. Right?
Best movie, best direction, best cinematography, best acting, best fucking costume design. Hello,
come on. What score's better? This movie's so good, even the worst villain is from it.
Yeah, best villain, worst villain,
yeah,
best character, worst character.
That some of these categories you don't want to win, guys. Fuck you, Halloween.
So the ongoing narrative here with the trollism is the GoFundMe thing.
Oh,
that's over. I don't have a GoFundMe open technically. As a matter of fact, I've reached out to the people at the GoFundMe. If you paid proper attention to things, I said I'd pay people back. So fix your narrative. The GoFundMe is closed, but I appreciate your attempt at trollism from a different name.
Okay, so yeah, they just switched names. Okay.
God, so that's effort. That's fucking effort.
Sandra Bullock was a little too obvious.
I identify as a Bird Box actress. It says so. Halloween wins best twist of 2018. Best ending. Yeah, best ending.
Wait, best twist, as in it's the ending was terrible completely?
As in the twist is surprise people like it. Shocker.
The twist is surprise we didn't kill Judy Greer. Sorry.
Oh, Judy Greer or the grandkid. And which, by the way, the whole Me Too thing, Dad, meaningless. Fucking meaningless. It's cool. Just kill guys. It's fine.
Yeah. No. CP, you're misunderstanding. Me Too in parentheses is actually me instead.
Me instead. No, just me.
Yeah. No, I mean it's me, not boys.
So real quick, you would I'm assuming you would recommend.
I would recommend Escape Room. I would especially recommend it at the matinee price. But if you guys if you can enjoy a horror movie that's not terribly, that's not Hereditary, that's not super deep or anything like that, but it's just kind of fun to watch and a little bit white knuckly. Oh my God, then I gotta go. I don't know what I was saying. Just thunderous noise just rattled through my skull. CP, reopen the GoFundMe because something's obviously wrong.
There's no gallbladder left, so it's just an empty chasm filled with burps.
God damn, that's the worst I've ever. Do burps get filtered through your gallbladder? Because Lord Jesus, never take mine.
I burp a hell of a lot more lately. I'll say that much.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. You were saying before I rattled your fucking molars.
My back teeth. Yeah. Jesus. I don't even remember.
Escape Room.
Oh, okay.
Recommendation.
I think it is worth it, especially if you and a date like that sort of. Can be mindless, but again, I feel like this was more enjoyable than even the mindless horror. Like this is well above Slender Man, and I actually enjoyed this more than like The Strangers Prey at Night, because I had more fun with it than I did watching stupid people make stupid decisions in front of stupid killers. You know what I mean? Like I just had fun with this.
I'm sorry, I'm having way too much fun in here.
I'm trying to follow.
Figures you would be against women being raped. First of all, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
that's usually.
It figures you'd be against people raping women. It's just fucking figures.
Wait, no, Dino.
Oh,
Dino, I didn't finish the sentiment.
I didn't. Did someone screen grab it? I didn't get to see. Did he do that?
Yeah, no, Dino, I appreciate what you did there, but shit, I wasn't done reading. Fuck. Something about Emily being my sugar mama, which again isn't really the truth. Like the narrative that these people have is mesmerizing, just absolutely mesmerizing.
Doesn't every Brit come with her own castle or something?
Dude, I keep telling them, sex with benefits. You get married and you get them to pay for everything. It's just...
I thought everyone with her accent was a princess.
Princess. How many castles does Emily own?
Yeah, that's what I said. Every Brit comes with a castle, doesn't it?
Don't be sorry, Dino. I'm sure this lovely character will check back in.
Oh yeah, they'll be back.
That
was a third name, right?
Yeah. That's life right there. It figures you would be against women being raped. I don't take that as an insult. How do you take that as an insult?
I couldn't get past the first sentence because I'm like, wait, this person really doesn't know the English language.
Yeah. Figures you would be against something like that. Figures you would be against mass fucking murder.
Just you know what? You look like the kind of guy that would be against child rape, CP. You fucking look like one of those people.
Brother.
And Emily says it comes with just 2 castles. Bit of a squeeze. Bit of a squeeze.
Yeah. So in the divorce, I get 1.
Yeah, right. You better check your British law on that, because I think their law supersedes American law even when you're in America.
It's not even the one with the moat either, which is bullshit.
Oh, that is basically, what is that? White Castle instead of white trash?
Hashtag build that moat.
And make her pay for it.
We're going to build that moat, and we're going to get Emily to pay for it.
The moat's going to be huge. It's going to be the greatest, best moat ever, and she is going to pay for it, just not in the first 4 years I'm around.
I just want to make a statement that these accounts are not made. All right, well, Theo, just keep yourself active in there. That's all.
Oh, well, that's nice. I didn't even know.
I didn't say it was you, Theo, for the record. It's just interesting. Just interesting what's going on here. Yeah. So Theo, now you can see with your own eyes that.
Yeah, Theo, you can spell and use grammar, so it's clearly not you. Yeah, I mean, you're not using capitalization, but
I think Theo knows that rape is actually a bad thing, and to be in favor of rape would.
You would think that.
Very anxious. No need to be anxious. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We'll figure it out. It's one of 3 people.
Maybe he's in his escape room and he's trying to send us like subtle help hints.
Like so. Have you ever had extensive trolls, Cecil?
We occasionally on our live streams would get someone that would jump on and start saying "death to the Jews" and stuff like that, and then would make a new account and stuff like that. But that's the extent of it. We had about a week-long period where someone was using multiple spam accounts or something, and we would get like 40 dislikes on every video. But after a week, it stopped. So I don't know.
Yeah, because people, with better shit to do, find better shit to do. It's the lifeless fuckers that seem to cling. Well,
the funniest thing about it, I absolutely love it, and I love engaging my trolls because every time they come back to re-engage, it's another view. They're just giving us money.
Ka-ching.
Yeah, literally. The longer you keep them going, the more money they're giving you, and it's just so funny. And by the end, it's really great too. If you like get into it, like I have maybe once or twice, like just add up all the comments that they've made and like okay, well, you just gave me 16 views, which breaks down to about 1/16 of a penny. Thank you very much for your content.
It's interactivity too.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether they thumbs down it, whatever, it's just okay. Yeah, that counts towards my shit. Thank you.
Yeah, YouTube's algorithm thanks you.
Yeah. You did it. Figures you'd be for women being raped, making fun of Me Too. Oh, had to specify.
Dave Bauman.
What does your new wife? She's not a version of music. New wife is any.
No, it's not. He's referring to New Coke. Thank you very much. She's a version of soda.
What does my new wife think of my misogyny, CP? Probably not much, since she embraces being a sugar mama. Emily, you still here?
Oh, no, she already commented on the sugar mama bit.
Hey, you dumb cunt. What do you think of my misogyny?
Where's my fucking money, too?
Hey, fuck, I'm thirsty in here, too, you piece of shit. Oh, she says I like it. It sounds funky. Yeah, new wife. Hashtag new wife. That's a new t-shirt.
It does. New wife sounds like something that Tom Cruise would have purchased in Oblivion.
Yeah, or even Blade Runner. You could probably pick up a new wife from Blade Runner.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't think of a more recent reference, but it did feel like a Tom Cruise. You know why? I think it's the iRobot thing where everything was scanning him as he was walking around. Wait, that wasn't Tom Cruise. That was Will Smith. Wrong color. Wow. Wait, what's
see,
that?
you don't see in color. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. See?
You would mix up white people and black.
I do
people.
see gender largely because it's mostly behind steering wheels, and that's hard not to see.
I love that he basically cut and pasted the same comment, but then had to put in parentheses, making fun of #MeToo.
After it's like, oh shit, they didn't get to read it. Let me reiterate.
Yo, how do you not know how to spell new wife, but you know how to spell misogyny?
Well, they're getting a dictionary out at this point. See,
well, fucking get a dictionary for what the word "new" is spelled like. Oh, fuck.
Is Sugar Mama proper enough to be capitalized? I'm curious.
I don't know. Can you be married to a sugar? Like, isn't that at that some point you're just like, you wouldn't call Anna Nicole Smith's husband way back when a sugar daddy. She was just riding the clock out.
I'm just curious what you do to earn your paycheck.
Hey, like I said, sex with benefits.
Like a joke or two?
A joke.
How about how small this thing is?
Yeah. Oh, Theo, don't worry about it. It's nothing. New was intentional. Look it up. Trash. I'm aware of new. New was calling attention to you going through wives and women who can finance you.
Look it up. Trash. I don't know how I'm supposed to look up trash. Did you mean to
trash,
put a comma in there?
It's something.
Because I'm willing to bet you meant to put a comma in there. You really don't know how to use the English language, Sandra. For an actor, it's really pathetic.
Oh, maybe they're using a cute little nickname, up trash.
You're going through wives / women who can finance you. I like that you there's like a payment plan. When does she actually own you outright, CP?
6 more months of Emily payments and I'm officially hers.
Oh my God! But you're like, she must be really worried because you almost got in a wreck a couple of times here going to the hospital.
Maybe it's phone text, losers. He's losing his shit.
Wait, maybe it's phone text losers? I don't think it's phone text losers. Phone text losers are nice people to me. Sandra, I'm pretty sure it's you. It's not phone text losers.
Maybe it's
maybe you are a phone text loser. I think you're right. She solved it. It is phone text losers. Well, at least one of them.
Perhaps not leapfrogging from one account to another. That might speed up your typing process as well. Pick a narrative and roll with it. So what was I? My misogyny. Oh, he deleted the other one.
Emily's diffusing. Hey, Sandra, I liked you in premonition. Hey, Sandra, I wasn't a fan of Bird Box.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice segue. Thank you, Sandra. See, look at that. Accessory to the show. Helping us gain those dollars, which I can dump into my GoFundMe. Bird Box, you're not a fan, huh?
No, I think the format worked against it the entire way, and I have always been a fan of show don't tell, especially when it comes to monsters and movies. Mm-hmm. Okay, if they're trying to say whatever you imagine the monster is going to be is what makes this movie scary, I get that in a novel. Okay, I get that in a book where you have no option but to conjure the image in your mind, and whatever you conjure is going to be the scariest thing to you. But when you have a movie that's trying to tell you, you think of something scary, it's like, no, you do your job and show me something scary. Like, I don't have time to try and conjure something that might be scary right now when you want me to pay attention to what you have going on screen. And also, why are you showing me in the opening scene is Sandra getting on a boat with 2 kids blindfolded and going down a river. Mm-hmm. And then we cut to Sandra pregnant with a bunch of people. And I'm like, oh, okay. So at some point we're going to lose all the people and she's going to gain 2 kids. So there's no suspense throughout the entire movie where we're trying to be like, oh my God, people are going off one at a time. It's like, Yeah, bitch, we know it ends with her and 2 kids. Like,
there was that moment when the other pregnant woman got in, and I was like, oh, child 2.
Yeah, exactly. and everyone making stupid decision after stupid decision. Like, just because the window is broken doesn't mean it's forcing your eyes open. Like, you can still control yourself closing your eyes. Like, dumb. You just had a kid. Close your fucking big ass eyes before the dude shatters the window. Like, if you see him go to the window, close your eyes. Like, I don't. It's just so dumb.
I would have liked a little bit more on the villain, whatever you would call
the entities.
Yeah. Oh. Are they all encompassing? It's like, is it just something in the air? Like, what? Why can you never look outside ever? Like, you would think that it'd have to go around, and because in the beginning of the movie, it's like only in Japan and Europe and shit.
Well, they're just getting those reports, and then all of a sudden it's here. But CP, let me answer you with something a lot of people have answered me with. But you do see the creatures. You see them in drawings. It's like, no, you see a bunch of fucking shadow things on paper. Like, that's not seeing the creatures. That's seeing one dude's interpretation of what it might look like. And that shadow creatures ain't scary. Okay, like Ghost did shadow creatures in the 90s to a somewhat unnerving degree, but like that's not scary. That's not an example of the creatures. Blah, stupid.
Say how you really feel, man. Jesus.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know.
Well, what about the pregnancy scene where shit goes upside down and so
you mean when the guy that's clearly going to betray them, but they let him in anyway, betrays them?
Yeah. Oh, that was the one thing where we got no sort of anything on that. Why were certain people allowed to, excuse me, not allowed, but able to see? Like, if you could have told me why they're able, and not just because they're criminally insane, I think was what they said. Just let me know why are they able to see it and not really be affected?
I can't tell you that, CP. You know why I can't tell you that? Because the fucking filmmakers didn't tell us why. And that is a problem. You know, like, okay, there's mystery and then there's mystery. And it's like, well, okay, suddenly the women could grow dicks in this universe too. And that wouldn't need to be explained any more than this does, apparently. Like, no, you got to explain this shit to me. You can't just say because. And by the way, the people that are like, that GPS scene is not unrealistic. Fuck you.
Yeah. Like, that's pretty bad.
The most unrealistic thing I've ever heard. And the fact that they go from the garage and end up back in the garage perfectly. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Suspension of disbelief. You just noosed my disbelief. You hung my disbelief. Like, there's no suspension of it. You just literally just broke its neck and hung it from a fucking 50-foot bridge.
Yeah, I would have liked it better if they just, hit a couple of things and, we're a little lost and like maybe scraped up against the wall and we're like, we're close enough. Fuck it, just keep going.
Sorry, is Heather the new iteration?
Yeah, like, God bless. You know what? For coming out with all these different accounts, it's.
You know what though? This is a little telling. What are you gonna do, bro? I like that Heather Donnelly is saying, Theo, what are you gonna do, bro? You are the biggest hypocrite, especially when all these people talk shit about you behind the scenes. Wake up. So Heather Donnelly is someone that's on one of your chat or one of the Facebook groups that is like following things.
Or they'll have you think that.
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, keep in mind, they know so much about me. so much. I mean,
well, CP, I've seen your streams. I know everything about you too.
GoFundMe is still currently a thing. What else is still currently a thing? My endorsement of rape, still a thing. I don't know if that ever was a thing.
Your sugar childness.
Me and my sugar mama, Emily, which I think we really need to look at the bank records again and figure shit out because I'm getting the raw end of that deal.
And by the way, does that what is the term for you in that? Are you a sugar kitty? What is that? A sugar boy?
I don't know.
Sugar girl?
A sugar plum fairy, maybe?
I don't. Well, at least one of those three.
Oh, the fairy part's right. I got that. Hey.
All right. So
I know you beg for money. I just like bringing it up constantly. You've begged for money for years, you and Roger. Yeah, years. I begged for money for years.
I don't even know who Roger is.
Roger, who's deathly sick in a hospital for the last 3 months. There's that.
You begged when you was with your other wife.
That's not accurate. That's not accurate. Keep going.
You did when you was, though, CP. You did when you was with her.
Dude, even if that were true, who the fuck cares? Don't give me money. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Move on, man. Shit.
The spelling is giving me cancer.
Oh, and then you're going to need a donation.
Oh, Daniel. Go take up woodworking? Wow. Emily, calm it down a little bit.
Heather, Sandra.
So did you not have any of these problems with Bird Box? Did you and Emily really like it? Did you guys do a review? I didn't see it. If so.
Emily didn't watch it.
Okay.
That's my fault. I couldn't wait for her.
Ooh.
She's been sick, so she's been sleeping a lot. So I was like, I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna be a selfish sugar plum fairy and do things on her dime. On her Netflix account, by the way.
You take her money, you take her Netflix, and then you don't even let her watch the movie with you. And
then I take her new experiences of movies and just fucking ruin them. Oh man! And then I take people's money, motherfucker. What? I'm a piece of shit. I'm the living entity of shit. No, it was good. I'm not as hard up on the show don't tell aspect as you. All right, if the characters are going through some shit, I'll give you a little bit of rope with the whole just imagine how fucked up whatever it is they're experiencing to just immediately want to commit suicide, which by the way is a better version of The Happening. I don't know if we've brought that up yet.
Well, yeah, it is a better version of The Happening, but that's not saying much.
Touche. But like you said, by the time of the ending happened, it was just like, oh, is that it? Cool. like great. Is that we're all just gonna okay. Oh, it's a house for the blind. Oh.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, so okay, well, no need to address the issue, and I mean, they didn't in A Quiet Place either, and that's fine. I get they don't have to address the whole thing, like, oh my god, what happens and how do we resolve the creatures? This movie isn't about that, but it wasn't interesting enough without that, in my opinion, either.
I'll disagree. It was interesting. It was interesting with it.
All right.
Because honestly, how many times do you turn off a movie if you're just not into it?
I think only turned off 2 movies in my entire life.
Okay. All right,
yeah. I don't value my time enough, apparently.
I cut and run. Like, there is a thing that they taught us in film school that you should know by the 1/3 mark whether or not what's going on with the story, B, whether or not you're into it. So I usually give it about 30, 45 minutes. And if I just think no, then I tap out.
The only time I can't even remember the other time, but the one time I know I remember and always have is I walked out of Joe's apartment. The dancing, singing cockroach movie with Jerry O'Connell.
You go ahead. How else would I know that you trolled CP and they were looking for Canadian analytics? That's 2-year-old information. Again, Heather, you're mixing a bunch of non-truths. Yep. Yep. And Theo's handling himself. So look at that.
Yep.
Good for you, Theo.
I don't know anything that anyone's talking about because I didn't meet CP until 2018.
Yeah.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 2018. Was it only a year, really?
I think so.
Feels longer. Everything feels longer.
Sorry about that.
It's I don't know. It's fine. It's not fine. But yeah, it was all right. It's just the ending really kind of blue balls me to fuck. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, the whole movie kind of did that.
But at least, you know what? At least it's a Netflix movie. At least it's something you watch at home. It's not like you have to go out of your way to check it out.
That's true. That's true.
And
yeah, I didn't have to pay for it or anything specifically. So
yeah, there's a whole bunch of like the only thing that I don't like about it is just all the fucking memes and everybody with the blindfolds and just oh boy, is that the first fucking obnoxious thing of 2019? Cool.
Yeah, someone said that there's like a Bird Box challenge out there now. I don't even know what that is.
Dude, do the Bird Box challenge and try to drive from your house to the grocery store using painted up windows and GPS.
Oh, hopefully we'll lose some of the dumber people in society.
In fact, if Heather wants to do that. And now back to Sandra. The trolling of CP was years ago. Then bringing up again, accusing Theo of being the current troll was like 3 or 4 days ago on Jace's stream. That's incorrect. Somebody said, do you think it could be Theo? And nobody conferred. They got poor Thrashed Fingers on there and then attacked him. Thrashed Fingers said the N-word like I use the word the. So let's calm down there with the poor Thrashed Fingers. This is incredible. So anything, Cecil.
Yeah.
See, at least if they just came in and said "fuck the Jews," it would be very nothingness and
very easy to dismiss.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But they actually have some info. Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd call it info. It's just anybody who watches me enough will have that info, and clearly somebody's connecting some dots and trying to put me and Oswald at the same place at the same time there with some of this shit.
I saw you there in the library that day.
Dude, polka dotted dress. No comment. Brother. Ryan Harrison. Why don't you just switch your name to Ryan Harrison, Sandra? That would probably be easier.
Oh, is that who you are? Is that who this person is?
No, that's another pseudonym. I mean,
okay.
Anybody who has a dozen pseudonyms has clearly got, their head on straight. I kind of want to end this, but at the same time, I kind of just want to.
You want to see what happens with the comments?
I want to leave the line on the water a bit. As you can see, I'm very clearly affected by everything that's being said about me.
CP, you're losing it, man. Just calm down.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the jig is up.
You're on fire, bro. I can tell this person totally got under your skin.
Rattled. #rattled.
Hashtag you better not live stream anytime soon or they'll be back.
Yeah, I'm game, Sandra. If you want to turn that camera on, I'll give you the link and you can go ahead and
snap.
And just air your grievances.
Yeah, come on, Sandra. Bring it on.
Ryan just as fake as Sandra.
Oh, now you're taking it to Sandra Oh from Grey's Anatomy? What'd she ever do to you? What did she ever do to you?
Oh, God bless.
Sweet lady.
Yeah.
Got the popcorn cooking.
Ben, there's no way in hell this person takes me up on it, because that would burst the bubble.
It's literally the definition of internet muscles. Internet troll.
yeah, hiding behind indistinct actresses and other generic female names. Heather Donnelly, Sandra Bullock,
Heather Donnelly. Why do
Ryan
I know that?
Harrison, Todd Walnuts. Oops, excuse me. Sorry, maybe that's not a pseudonym.
I'm not Ben either.
Nobody said Ben.
Ben's a real viewer. Ben's a good viewer. Ben's someone we'd like, Sandra.
Sandra, please go ahead. I'll give you the link. You can come in and, by all means, you could. I'll tell you what. As long as you come on camera, you could put your blindfold on. How about that?
Sandra, you're totally being a miscongeniality 2 right now, not a miscongeniality.
This is such a Speed 2 thing.
You're being so Speed 2 right now. Oh my God. Just ridiculous.
Oh, see, Sandra, look, you're getting a PayPal. You want to set up a GoFundMe to have your whatever, your Sandra, jealousy?
Everyone else is here like, please come on camera, Sandra. Look, we get more and more viewers. Even Dino, big eyes. Let's do this. Yep. Theo's ready to go. Theo's got like his sleeves pulled up, and he's like, just bring this shit on right now. We're gonna do this.
They're asking what the non-CP person's name is.
Oh, you didn't put it in the description box? How fucking dare you?
I think I did.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Why would somebody?
Why would we assume they know how to read when they know they can't write? Okay, fair enough.
That's like extensive. They're too busy switching accounts to be looking at descriptions.
Or maybe I am Sandra and I've been pulling the long con. That's some master screen name switching is what that is.
Dude, that's a lot of homework too, by the way.
The CP said in the link, Theo's had enough. Theo's hot. If you want to send Theo to the link, I have a feeling it's just gonna be someone fuming walking by the camera over and over again. I see Theo right now as the lady that was the quote unquote lady that was in GameStop a couple of days ago. Did you see that video?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Oh
no.
My God, I gotta find it and link it to you. It's the greatest video I've seen in years.
Hey, Cecil, yet another video that we did that we're gonna have to retitle because
this one
it's gone off the rails a bit towards the end.
Okay, here we go.
Hashtag
someone gave this chicken name Macho Man Tranny Savage.
I thought the facts were all fake, so now you admit it's real info if you call it homework. No, I didn't admit that they were facts. Your facts are extremely clouded. Like you have certain tidbits right, like my name, the fact that I'm married, the fact that I had a GoFundMe. You have those 3 things right, but the fact that I was faking whatever, wrong. The fact that Roger is faking as he's still in the hospital to this day, wrong. What I'm vibrating. What'd you send me?
I sent you the it's a 1.5-minute long video. It's a transgender person getting very angry at a GameStop employee for calling her sir. And
oh boy.
It's so funny, and it's actually good enough that I would say it's worth playing for everyone, but
I cannot do that.
Oh, you don't have the capability?
I don't have the capability.
Gotcha.
Oh, Emily says it's Killjoy from Beyond the Grave. Oh, could we have Killjoy joining?
That'd be awesome.
Or maybe it's the fact that you want to purport you was living off Dennis in Denmark too, same as Roger was selling his 3D collection on videos crying he's broke. I was living off Dennis in Denmark too. I never denied that I was living off Dennis in Denmark. That fact. See, like this is what I'm talking about with homework. You have all of this shit memorized about me, which good job.
CP, all I can say is if you ever see Sandra Bullock in public, walk on the other side of the street.
Yeah, it's like it's more than creepy.
Because she's likely got something sharp that she wants to introduce you to.
Oh no, Theo said Killjoy. Oh no, yeah. All right, sorry. And you Brutalized. Oh boy, here we go. Brutalized. Hi, Todd. How are you, Todd? Long time no speak.
Oh, so you know who it is now. They just tipped their hand.
Yeah, Brutalized Blu-ray Even, which his name is spelled EVAN. If you want more, like literally, that's 3-year-old information. There's plenty on that story about my side of the story. Although you don't want to hear that because that would defeat the purpose of you saying stupid shit.
That would change the narrative.
Yeah, no, there's 3 sides to a story. You have 1/3, so keep going. Sandra needs to spend more time on ABCs and spelling, less time on what CP does. No, why would Sandra better themselves?
Shut up, Todd. Feels like Todd's that kind of name.
You know what? Shut up, Todd. I don't even know if I can do this. Oh wait, no, I can't because I can't do my fucking. Emily says, "Sandra, do me next." No, they don't have anything about you, Emily, other than that you're my sugar mama.
You're sugar mama, and you do talented reviews.
Yeah,
stupid.
They showed you.
You take a long time between reviews because you care about your work. I'll bet you're against rape too.
Figures. You would be against rape.
That's the greatest line of the night.
Get to it. Why can't I get to my own shit?
Well, that sounds like a question for your doctor.
Buy me time here for a second. Cecil.
Okay. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. I'm out. I don't know what to do now. All right. I'll address some questions. CP, drop the link. I've had enough. Theo wants to throw down.
Link is dropped it.
Link is dropped.
Come on. I'm intrigued. I'm thoroughly intrigued to see who would even.
There's no way that they're going to take you up on it. Like, they're clearly internet muscly Todd.
Hi, Emily. Thank you for the drink.
You're welcome.
Now get out of my face, you dirty cunt.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
God bless her.
If only I could find a woman that would let me call her a dirty cunt.
Listen, they got to pay you for that.
If only I could find one that would pay me to call her that. My God, what a day.
All right, so it's there. By all means, Sandra.
There's no
hi, Theo.
What's going on, guys?
What up, Theo?
Doing good. You?
Fine.
I've honestly have.
What's that?
I've had enough of this shit. I've gotten messages. I've been called a fat ass, which is fine.
By this person?
It was by Bob. Here, I have the picture. So he commented under Movie Minders, and Bob, and it says Theo Claus is a fat
ass. Wait, hold on. I can't click on your thing. Jim Bob.
Yeah.
He has a lot of accounts.
Yes, he does. And I want him to join this chat right now. We gotta end this.
Theo, I'm with you. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm totally with you.
I would love to just be the fly on the wall.
There's no way a coward of this magnitude. Yeah, shit, won't even come in without a camera on. There's no way. There's no fucking way.
I just don't understand what his deal is.
Jealousy, Theo. It's jealousy personified.
Well, you know, like, okay, I understand jealousy. But the thing is, you have something to be jealous about. Come out and say it. Don't go behind curtains, you know?
I don't know how to explain how people can't handle their insecurities, but there's certainly something here much more than jealousy. It's somebody that has a. Oh, Viz, you have no idea. You know, I haven't made a Blu-ray video in fucking forever, for the record. Yet there's still this lingering Bluetooth bullshit.
Oh, there's nothing special. I've done it. You just go and you record the store and maybe pick up a movie or two.
What I'm saying is, whoever this person is a remnant of the Bluetooth community.
Yeah, what's a remnant?
Leftover.
Okay.
Is that a better way to put it, Cecil? Remnant, you know, like
kind of like a left nut.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's more appropriate. Voodoo Magic, $1.99. Tired of UCP living in foreign countries. Yeah, I'm here in the States, but thank you.
Let's go, Sandra. Why are you quiet?
Yeah, not even a talk anymore. No Sandra, no Heather, no.
Let's go.
Mark Zuckerberg, no one.
Yeah, it's all fun and games till somebody calls your fucking bluff, and then you got nothing.
Well, CCP, the thing that I understand is people. I know you don't think that, but people think that I'm the one. So now that I'm here, nobody doesn't have the balls. Whoever Sandra is or whoever the fuck that is doesn't have the balls to come out.
So Theo, to fill you in on what this person was trying to do the other day in the stream with Jace.
Yeah.
There was another person with a different name that was stirring up shit in a very similar fashion. And everybody was trying to figure out who it was. And somebody said, "Do you think it's Theo?" And that was basically the crux of it, Theo. It's not.
I know. It's just people like to like. I got messages that I sent you that they told me, you know, like he re-uploaded it. Now I did go back and I checked the video. It was re-uploaded, but I'm sure it wasn't for that reason, you know.
No, Jace wanted to split the videos up because the first half was just them talking about movies of 2018, and then it descended into this silliness.
Yeah.
Again, where Thrashed Fingers used the N-word progressively.
Okay.
So he wanted to split that up. Poor Thrashed Fingers. So another thing is this person's trying to get people, minions of sorts, to do their dirty work. And they're aware of your past, Theo, and to get you on their side is certainly something that they would consider beneficial. So that's why they're trying to get you amped up against it.
Like, you know, like the one message that I sent you that I got on my video, now this, and I'm like, okay, well, I want to end this, you know.
They don't want to end this.
But it's not fun. It's no games anymore.
Well, it's, to you, to me, to everybody. But to this person, they have to drag bullshit because their life is miserable. And they evidently have to live vicariously through others. Viz, you're not a leftover testicle.
Now, isn't that funny? Like, nobody's not in the chat right now.
It is a little odd.
Anyway, how are you guys doing?
Okay, how are you, Theo?
Pretty good.
Doing good. Doing good, you know. Still doing music videos.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, doing good. I did my, what is it? Theo Claus. So.
Theo Claus?
Theo Claus.
For Christmas?
Yeah.
That's
dressed as Santa. It was fun.
He likes to dress up.
Does he?
Not quite as Santa Claus, but as other things, sure. Yeah, no, I do a couple of.
That's like after dark hours, eh?
Yeah. Shh.
We don't talk about what he does in his clubs.
That's Papa Santa to you.
I was watching that stream and fell asleep. Everyone talking movies and woke up to a bunch of trash talking. Yeah, and there's one tiny connection to all of it, and it unfortunately is.
And you believe it's Toddy Walnuts.
My educated guess is consider like the problem with all of this is both Todd E. Walnuts and Ben, the Geeky Collector, have very similar ways of doing things.
Yeah.
And Todd is, quite infamous. I've dealt with Todd's.
Now it's Todd, the person that goes for after Jace as well.
Sure, Todd just goes after anybody that has any sort of attention.
Well,
Todd,
if it is Todd, he hasn't said anything since you called him out on being Todd. We haven't gotten any comments since you did that. So
right.
But we also haven't gotten any comments since Theo jumped on.
Yeah.
See, people. So to play devil's advocate, Theo, people will say that since you've joined, that nobody's said anything.
And I completely understand why, because what they're gonna do is, I'm not stupid. They're gonna turn it around and they're gonna say, "Yep, he was the one, and now he joined, and he's not commenting anymore," right? So it's not true. Not true.
Just so you're aware that
Oh,
people
no,
are gonna be thinking.
I'm just on hot fire right now.
I know. I want to see a throwdown, man. I'm a big drama fan of watching it, just not being in it.
Yeah, no, shit, Cecil, you missed out on quite a bit.
Was that today? Did something happen today?
No. None of it's really present news. It's just
Now I understand why you have the shirt that says "Take it the fuck easy."
Yeah, yeah. Like none of this. Everybody takes everything way too seriously. And if your problem is I'm married to a girl that perhaps, for the sake of argument, if she is paying for everything.
Got a comment there, but it's for a movie though. Talk about a movie.
Oh, movies. Why would we talk about that? Just recently got back from the movie theater and saw a little sign for escape room warning. There's quite a flashy moment. Cool.
So yeah, CP, just all you have to say when someone's like, Emily's your sugar mama, and it's like, no, she's not. She's just paying for my services. I can look at that. I can really look at that puss. You know what I mean?
Like sugar mama, although it kind of sounds like a bank. It could be another word. It could be like a babe, so you can call her that.
Wait, what?
Oh, Fac Enam. Why did you delete your comment on her channel? Fac Enam.
What was his comment?
She bought me. Wait, what? You bought your wife? She bought you? Yep. Can you imagine? That's how much I'm worth to this world, that people would actually buy me.
I'd send it back to the shop.
This thing's defective. I need a refund. So we've doubled our viewers since this nonsense has started.
Did we really?
Yeah. I'm gonna guess and say there's a bunch of creepers and whatever, because it seems like I'm counting four or five, maybe 6 names that are actually
23 watching. Wow.
Yeah, we started. It was like 7 to 11.
Yeah, it was in the 9 to 11 range when we were talking escape room, but as soon as we got to drama, it started going up and up.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Like you see, the title of the stream is escape room, but somehow we've doubled.
We're well past that.
Right, we've doubled, and we're not even talking.
Name. Say this is the end. Just name it that.
Theo, I like your enthusiasm, but I sincerely doubt, by any stretch. I mean, the link's in the chat. I sincerely doubt we're gonna get any sort of resolution today. I'm up for it.
We might just have a bunch of confused viewers.
I got all night, you know.
We might have a bunch of confused viewers that think that Sandra Bullock is in Escape Room and that she's a sugar mama.
Oh man, yeah, just and that's how this shit works. They just get little tidbits and then create their own narrative. And it's just like, oh man, did you see Sandra Bullock was in CP Stream? And oh, apparently she pays for CP services and he likes rape.
The most stupidest things that you write.
Daniel, I think we're gonna have to set up a GoFundMe for the cameras. The account has doubled. Illuminati confirmed. You know, Stephen, you're another one that your timing is impeccable. You've suddenly dropped in at this time, like calling a spade a spade. I actually don't have any beef, CP. I just jumped in the chat now since you were talking about trolling. But how did you know I was talking about trolling? The title of the video is Escape Room.
Hey, fake, and come on. You got the link.
You don't have any beef, but you referred to us as the N-word and the gay slur. I don't know if that's not beef, but dude, it's fine. It's fine.
It's the internet. That's what it is.
I'll just set up a GoFundMe for everything. Just everything. So Cecil.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about we're gonna hit triple digits. We're gonna hit triple what we started with pretty soon. Which technically, if we were rolling with 7 for a good 20 minutes, we've already tripled.
Yeah, we were up to like 9.
All right, so 27. That's the
27 will be triple.
That's the number. Tell me a story, Cecil. What do you got?
My cat's doing okay.
That's good. That's good news.
Just looking around, trying to look at stuff. We got a couple of new Boogie Box patrons in the last couple of days, so I've got to start putting together that stuff, but that's nice. A couple of new patrons. Looking forward to Glass in about a week, right? Glass is coming out very soon.
That's gonna be a good movie.
Yeah?
Gonna be a good movie.
Better be. Damn well better be.
Long wait. I can tell you that.
Outside of that, I played 1993's Doom, the first part of Doom yesterday for a series of Let's Plays we're gonna do leading up to the new game. That was a fun nostalgia trip. But yeah.
Oh, so Fac Enam must be a viewer of yours too, Cecil, because they say they're a gay man. I spent my last stream telling us how I scream about F***S, which the word they're trying to allude to is fag, at home. And I don't say fags. I would say faggot. And you completely missed everything I said because I don't say it in the context of speaking about homosexuals. I use it completely out of context, and I use it for words that have no meaning. It's like me saying door when I'm talking about a leaf.
Was that our stream he's talking about?
Yes.
Huh.
Was that today's stream?
No, that was weeks ago.
A week ago, yeah. No, you didn't. No, you didn't say you scream about fags. You said you scream about the N-word. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I said both. I said I used.
I'm being facetious. No, this. So, okay, so because he's a gay man and he can't separate or appreciate the fact
CP now
about it.
Now you're a smoker because he says smoking again.
What?
It says CP talking about smoking again on the chat.
I don't see that.
It's HOAX000.
I
don't see that.
Well, see, Fac is saying, like I said, I actually agree and think I was overreacting. Okay, well, that's
I didn't drop in at the time. I didn't drop in I mean, so that's the first part. And then it's right underneath. It says CP talking about smoking again. And then it's ha ha ha, LOL, XOAX.
Oh, hoax.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hoax is fine. Cecil, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Well, no, I was just saying, fact says, like I said, I actually agree and think I was overreacting. So they're saying that, they understood that what you were saying wasn't venomous and things like that. That's
right.
Good.
That was the whole principle of that discussion was, I understand that people don't understand how I use words, but I don't have ill intent when I use words like that.
No, but we can't get, and I'm not saying we were, but we can't get upset about someone, especially a gay man, getting upset about that in the short run. I think Fack is completely within his rights to get upset about that in the short run, but also
I can explain myself and let you know that.
But Fack is taking that now into consideration. It says, so CP, I'm officially apologizing and not going to troll anymore. So that's good. I think that's growth. That's more growth than we can hope for with most fucking internet users.
Awfully mature, and thank you.
For real. I give big points to that kind of, because they don't have to do that. They're who the fuck knows.
I'm happy you apologized.
I've officially shit the bed here. Look, I'm dead.
Oh no,
I can't read anything. I'm dead. All right, guys, I'm setting up a GoFundMe for my phone fixing fee.
Maybe you don't have a good internet connection. That's why it takes a while.
My internet's pretty fucking tits over here. Something's wrong. I'm checking again. But yeah, like that discuss, like the crux. I mean, not to beat the dead horse, but the crux of that conversation was, yes, I use words that people would consider offensive wrapped in a story about a person. But I don't.
People need to realize that you're a comedian. You're joking when you say stuff like that, right?
Well, not only that, I use words that don't make sense in certain situations. Like I said that Emily, who, what? Speak of the devil.
And the devil appears.
No, I got it. Sure. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, nothing. Shh. Hey, get me $100, please. What was I saying?
You were just saying you were saying something about Emily, and then she appeared in the room.
Oh, so she identifies as bisexual.
Before you conjured your sugar mama.
Right. And like, there's just random times where I'll call somebody, something of a faggot, and it's not meant as a gay slang. It's meant as just
as
funny word.
Yeah.
It's not, again, it's like saying the word rock when you mean tree. It's just, it doesn't make sense. It's just a random curse.
I get it, dude.
I know you do.
But
we're on my channel now. At the same time, if somebody gets offended, I have to appreciate that. And at the very least,
dude, I mean, it's the same thing. Like, there are people that would have said that 30 years ago about the N-word. Like, oh, I don't mean it in that way. I just mean it like this. It's like, well, okay, but it's still the roots of it are there.
Now that you said the N-word, have you seen the movie The Mule?
No, I haven't yet.
I have.
Yeah. Do you remember this part where I don't want to spoil it, but like he pulls over because like a flat tire, and he says a line. So it's like, I mean, like they use it as a comedic way. They didn't use it to hurt anybody when they said that line, even in there, right? Like he meant it as a joke when he said it because he was what was he, a drug person, right?
No, it's because he was an old curmudgeon that was out of touch. He didn't mean harm by the things he was saying, but he also didn't realize that it's very relevant.
It was cool if he would throw that line in,
Mm-hmm. My internet is absolutely shit. I don't know how I'm streaming yet. My internet's not working.
I kind of agree with Hoax's thing here. It says
hoax.
Hoax? No, hoax.
Interesting way to read that.
Capitalize the A, so I went with it. Just say the word poof instead. People won't understand that.
Well, see, that was the other argument, or at least argument that I presented on Cecil's stream was what's more defamatory, what's more offensive, a word that you recognize or an intent with a word that you don't recognize. I would argue that intent is far more offensive and far more hurtful than a word. Like if I made up a word, fucking pumpkin face, and that now means the N word, and I said, "Hey, what's going on, pumpkin face?" and you'd be like, "Okay." Like you would think nothing of it, but I know that I'm racially stirring shit up. In my head, it means something completely different.
But you're not actually. The thing is that I don't. People wouldn't do that, first of all, because they say those things to get the satisfaction of hurting those people.
It's an example.
I know, but I'm saying I don't think it would happen. I don't think the example would happen because those kinds of people say those things to be hurtful. They don't say them just to be like, I'm gonna get this guy without him knowing it. Like they say it because they know it's gonna get a rise.
Like you could say that for really anything. Like when I was neck deep in the trollism, people would say things about suicide, like because they knew my dad committed suicide. Like you just say the most grimy shit because you think that's what will get.
They like to dig into your skin, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I don't think a person would go to the effort of coming up with a special term that they know means the N-word, but no one else knows, because what's the point? They might as well just say the N-word because they know that their hurtfulness is getting across that way.
Mm. What's happened in the chat? Because God knows I can't see it.
That's the last thing. The poof comment was the last.
Oh, hoax? Do you mean?
Yeah, hoax's comment. Let's read it perfectly. It's hoax.
It says, "So CP, I'm officially apologizing and not going to troll anymore."
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Backlash, man, is best movie of the year. N-word, not bad. Okay, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Still dealing with the internet, huh, CP?
Mm-hmm. Must be absolutely captivating in there.
It is fantastic.
Is your internet in your room? Because sometimes the connection is best. Like
I'm streaming from my room, so like the fact that you see me right now doesn't make any fucking sense. Because if my total internet were down, I wouldn't be able to be talking right now.
You have an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
So just double tap it, swipe up, and then you'll
restart it. Yeah. Yeah. So movies. What are you guys looking forward to in 2019? Let's just fucking
2019. I'm looking forward to the movie Us.
Oh, the Jordan Peele film.
Yeah, that looks good.
Cecil, you did a nice trailer reaction amongst many others. What do you think of?
It looks okay. I have more faith in Jordan Peele than I do in the trailer. Like the trailer just looks like, okay, another home invasion movie, except it's them. So I'm intrigued. There's something odd going on, but I don't know. I'm not as excited about it as I am for at least 6 other movies, because when we did our top 6 most anticipated, that did not make my list. So
now, is it a Get Out sequel to the movie Get Out?
No.
Okay.
Nope, just the same director, same writer, director, I should say. But no, I'm more excited about Godzilla. I'm more excited about It Chapter 2. I'm more excited about
It Chapter 2. That was actually filmed not too far from where I am.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one. There's a few. I'm more excited about Hellboy than I'd say I'm excited about.
Oh, Cecil, I just saw that trailer today. No.
Why? Why no? Why?
No. The tone is so fucked.
How is the tone fucked? The tone is Hellboy.
Excuse me. So the tone of the trailer is a little fucked. It just seems a little too hokey, a little too jokey.
The Hellboy's that way.
Other words that rhyme with okie. A little pokey, a little stokey.
What about The Lion King? I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that looks nice and CG.
Seth Rogen being Pumbaa.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I think they should have just brought back a number of the voices if they were going to bring back James Earl Jones. But that's me.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like I'm trying to think. Is anybody dead from that movie? You can't do Aladdin because Robin Williams. But...
No, I don't think. I don't think some of them could pull it off anymore. I don't think. What's his nuts could do it anymore. He's too old now.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
No. Well, yeah. No, Matthew Broderick. I don't think he would be able to pull off Simba. But I do think that, honestly, I think they should have brought Whoopi back for her.
Yes.
And Cheech could have been his guy, too.
Was Whoopi in the movie? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Whoopi was one of the hyenas, along with Cheech Marin, yeah.
Interesting.
So I think they absolutely could have come back. That would have been a great nod, too. I think Nathan Lane and the other guy, I don't know if the other guy's still alive, but Nathan Lane could have obviously come back as Timon also.
Daniel Hammond says Terminator and Godzilla, although Terminator might suck. I want to see 5 seconds of Terminator footage before I even thinking about that movie.
I'll see it just because I see all of them. But
right.
I don't know that it's going to be any good. It has to be better than the last one. The last two. I mean,
I'm excited for the new DiCaprio movie.
Which is?
It's the one with Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino's movie.
Oh, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah. No.
Godzilla, Cecil, King Kong going to be in that?
No, but they'll lead into the one after that is the crossover. So there'll be a lead in of some kind.
Is that going to be like a post-credit scene thing?
Yeah, just like the post-credit scene of Kong was they showed at the end, at the post-credits, they showed cave paintings of King Ghidorah and the monsters we're getting in the new Godzilla movie. So
I love that the Godzilla cinematic universe is working better than the fucking DC cinematic universe.
And better than the Marvel or the Universal Monster cinematic universe that was the original cinematic universe.
Oh. Yeah, that pains me.
Pains you. Tell me about it.
Who's excited for Avengers Endgame?
Sure.
Well, who's not excited for Avengers Endgame?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like it's such a common thing that it's like there's no point in even talking about it till the movie comes out.
They better not kill off my boy though.
Dude, they're gonna bring it all back. They're gonna.
Of course, they're gonna kill Iron Man. They're gonna bring some people back, but some people are gonna have to sacrifice, and I think Robert Downey Jr. will be one of them. Because they got to have Shuri take over.
I kind of felt it when he got stabbed in the Avengers Infinity War. That was like, oh shit.
But the thing about that movie, like now they introduced this fucking time element, like none of it really means that much anymore. Especially because Ant-Man is in the fucking.
He's in the
No, he's not. He gets out. They showed in the trailer that he gets out.
Oh no, they do show in the trailer that he gets out, but I mean, like, how did he get out? So like, it'll be interesting to watch how he got out, right?
I don't think it'll be that interesting, but sure. I don't think they'll make it like a big thing. I think they'll just figure it out.
New Mutants. That
got delayed. Yeah.
Yeah. Best of luck is what I have to say about New Mutants.
Trying to remember what my list was.
I don't even know what's coming.
There's a space movie that comes out in December that I'm really kind of fired up about.
Which one's that?
It's a sequel.
Trying to find my list somewhere.
Star Wars Episode 9.
Oh God!
Well, oh, don't God me, Mr. Comic Book Boy.
Fuck that piece of shit.
Fuck your piece of shit.
It's so funny too. As much as I'm a big nerd and comic book fan, I couldn't care less about Star Wars. Like that shit is just not good. No, I really don't know that I could.
I really liked Solo. I didn't mind it.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
It was. Oh my God.
It wasn't.
It was so bad.
Interesting. And then Woody Harrelson, he was good in it.
Mm-hmm.
Woody Harrelson ruined 2 movies for me this year: Solo and Venom.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's in Venom for a fucking pubic hair of a second.
And it still ruined the movie. That's how bad he was.
And he's going to be in the sequel.
I'm praying against, I'm praying to all things that are holy that they'll see the light and recast.
Can't say I was a fan of Venom.
I have every appearance of Venom ever in the comics, and I was so disappointed with the movie, I can't even tell you.
The only Venom that I liked was the one in the original Spider-Man. Best one.
The original Spider-Man? Yeah,
it was it was with Tobey Maguire.
You mean Spider-Man 3?
I think so. Yeah.
Do you think that was a good Venom, bro? That was Topher Grace as Venom.
Theo, you're not going to win many arguments here. Cecil's a big comic kid, and he's going to.
It's okay. I'm not going to.
No. Oh, no. Topher Grace is the opposite of what Venom, of what Eddie Brock is. Like, that was so bad.
And Cecil knows him because they went to high school together.
I know. Do I ever? All right, let's see.
What's your list, bro? Like, how?
Well, I got to pull out my video since I generally throw away the things after I make my video.
That is the art of a true YouTuber. You heard it here.
I'm excited for the new Conjuring.
There's another Conjuring coming this year?
No. It's Annabelle 3.
Annabelle 3. Yeah, I can't bring myself to be excited about that.
Yeah, good point,
folks. That's good with the Warrens.
All the good movies will be out. Will be the ones that come out of nowhere, like always. Yeah, they're 11 months away, first of all, and nobody's talking about them now. And then presto, they'll be huge. That fucking what's that movie that's coming out in February? That with the girl with the big eyes that was adapted from a fucking graphic novel.
Robert Rodriguez's movie, Alita: Battle Angel.
Yeah, that looks. I don't know. If you asked me to invest in that movie, I don't think I'd give you any money for it.
I don't think I would either. So we're going to have The Curse of La Llorona, which is produced by James Wan. That's actually based on a really big Mexican lore. So Happy Death Day to You, Pet Sematary, Zombieland 2, The Grudge reboot.
Wait, what? Zombieland 2? Is that definite?
Yeah. Yep. The whole cast and everything, they start shooting this month, I think.
It's going to be good.
And it's coming out this year?
Supposedly.
Tight
The Grudge reboot. 3 from Hell. 47 Meters Down 2. In the Tall Grass.
I don't even know what that is about.
Never.
It's a Stephen King one. Captive State, the alien invasion movie. Hang on. Well, I don't know. Oh, The Final Wish is a Lin Shaye movie, apparently.
Also known as New Line.
Jacob's Ladder reboot.
Why?
The Prodigy, that one's already being advertised.
Twisted Masturbator.
Let's see.
I'm excited for Pet Sematary, though.
I'm cautiously optimistic for that.
Although the original, like nothing can't beat the original, but still, I'm excited.
Oh, Child's Play, obviously.
Oh, yeah, that's in June. Going up against Toy Story 4.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark by Guillermo del Toro.
I don't know. Child's Play, that's not going to...
Yeah, Zombieland 2 says October 11th. Are You Afraid of the Dark movie? And then a one that I think is going to be a sneaker is that Brightburn movie by James Gunn.
Which I keep calling Breitbart, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, as somebody who has superhero fatigue, as I do, that actually looks like a pleasant surprise, that movie.
Have you guys seen Aquaman?
Yes.
Yep.
I haven't.
You haven't?
Not going to.
Why?
I don't know. Like, as much as I like, okay, you can call me back on it. I used to have a lot of DC posters, more than Marvel. I'm not really a huge DC fan.
It's a little different than what they've done in the past.
I mean, a good movie is a good movie.
I mean, I don't know, like Batman v Superman. That was just like I thought that was a mess.
Yeah, but everyone thought that was a mess, and a lot of people like Aquaman.
Yeah, true. We'll see how Aquaman is. I'll see it on DVD or something. Who's
Steven just popped up and disappeared?
Yeah, I ejected him.
Oh.
I can't.
Okay. Is that another troll?
That's the person who used the N-word extensively.
Okay.
Talk about hypocrisy. Wait, somebody. So Viz asks Cecil, have you heard of the Midsummer movie this year from the Hereditary director? It might be spelled Midsummer.
Not yet, no.
You're not a fan of Hereditary, though, are you?
I liked
Hereditary was my number 2 of this year.
All right.
I loved it.
All right.
That ending is just so fucked up.
See, I'll give everything. The ending I felt was a little tight. I would have.
Everything was going just too fast, you know.
Wait, what?
That's
Did
the
you
first,
say? Did you say?
time I've heard that about Hereditary.
Yeah, like from the part that he's at the attic to the part where he falls to the part where he becomes the king. It's like boom, boom, boom. Like it's just way too quick. They didn't do something different about it. But I thought it was a fucked up ending though overall. Like I mean, getting the crown by a head that's decapitated.
Spoiler.
I just spoiled it, guys. Yeah.
So what somebody, Cecil, maybe you through proxy know this answer, but somebody told me that Zelda might not be in Pet Sematary.
No, she is. They're just not revealing they're not showing her.
Why
would they actually show her? I'm not 100% certain, but as far as the coverage Fuego and I have done, of course she's going to be in it. Why would they show her before the movie?
Well, they hinted at Pascal slightly.
Yeah, that's
slightly.
Different.
Which
Zelda is literally a one-time reveal in the movie. Why would they show her? Whatever. But it's not a guide that takes him around like Pascal is, though.
Well, they need to put Zelda in because she's a part of the movie. She's a character. They can't just erase her.
Well, sure they could. They erased Judd's wife in the first movie, so of course they can.
And the cat's not that majestic gray color that it was in the first.
It's not that majestic gray color in the book either.
Well, whatever.
This is more like, again, fucking people, this is a new adaptation of the first Stephen King story. This is not a remake of the movie. I love saying that to people.
There's kids playing drums in the original book?
No, I'm saying it's a new adaptation. They are free to make all kinds of new mistakes.
They're just
your words, not mine.
New things out. CP. They're just trying new things out.
Yeah, like I said, I'm intrigued. I'm cautiously optimistic. Every time we go to the theater, people are fucking jazzed out of their skull for that movie. So
yeah,
so it'll be interesting. How the fuck could you be tired, Cecil? What is it? 11?
It's like 12:11, bro.
Oh, that's right. You haven't completely gone back over to the West Coast shit yet.
No,
nobody's mentioned It Chapter. Oh wait, no, Theo, you brought it up. It Chapter
I mentioned
2.
it.
All right, everybody but me brought up It Chapter 2.
In Chapter 2.
That's this year.
That's my second most excited thing.
Lots of gel on that cat. I like that Danny Devil reaction there.
That was pretty funny.
I went to because they put in our paper. They put like if you want to go and what is it? Not apply. Yeah, apply. If you want to be an extra, the hour wait was like 4 hours in line. Yeah. They took your phone, or no, they took a piece of paper. They wrote your name. They took a picture of you. And they're like, okay, that's it. Go.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they did.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't lucky enough to be a part of it, but it was still fun.
I was almost in Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, if you imagine, like, there's so many people in line. It's like they're looking at, are you tall? Are you short? Do you have long hair? Do you not? You know.
Come on, CP. You know you want to ask.
No, I don't, because I was actually an extra I had a recurring gig on a TV show.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was on a PBS show, Ghostwriter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Which had what the fuck's her name? The daughter from Pet Sematary. She was in that show.
Terrible name dropper.
I don't even know her name.
Jerry Maguire is a top 10 movie for me. Yeah, I was almost a Phoenix Cardinal in that.
You should try to be in the next Super Troopers.
No, I produced it.
Oh, you produced it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
No, I didn't produce it. I was one of many people who said, "Here, take money to make your movie." I was part of the
but you're still like you're still part of
technically I'm a producer. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, you have a right.
I'm not seeing any of that back end.
You're a baby producer.
Yeah, I got a signed poster and a video and other tchotchkes from the folks over at Broken Lizard. Yeah, I'm a producer. Fuck it.
Yeah, you know, take credit on that.
Yep. I had nothing to do with anything that happened, but it's mine. You were in Ghost Rider. I watched that as a kid. Yeah, if you watch the when Jamal went to karate class, I was in that class, and you could make out young me in there.
Oh, so this show was completely unrealistic.
You know, I was the laziest one too, because every time they got up, I was the last one to stand. Like, you could tell, like you would have thought that I was fucking Bill Murray on the Ghostbusters remake.
You were the guy that would put the pads on his hands for the other people to punch.
Dude, now I was just slow to everything. Like, this is supposed to be a calisthenics class, and I'm just like, fucking.
Uh-oh. You got your little dancing shoes on. FUCP Thrash, they're censoring you. Is Alex Curry the new Sandra Bullock?
See, now I'm just fucking. Now the hammer's coming.
Oh, it's gone.
The hammer's coming out because, you know, I'm starting to do a little math myself. So. Oh, okay. So, anybody associated with Thrash Fingers, you can salute. I've had enough.
Oh, okay.
Who's Rash Fingers?
Thrashed Fingers.
Oh, Thrash.
I like Rash Fingers better.
That was the guy who dropped in for a split second, and then I gave him the old ejector.
Oh, that's Steven. Okay, gotcha.
Club Dread is the best Broken Lizard movie. I'll agree with that. I love that movie.
I really enjoyed it. I only watched it once, but I remember really laughing.
Horror fans should go see Club Dread. That's quite.
CP, is that an actual theater prop at the back that says Dolby?
Yes, this I appropriated. I don't know if it's when I worked at the theater, they were switching to, I want to say it was SDDS, Sony Dynamic Digital Sound, and they were getting, because these signs were at every theater, like to let you know that it was a Dolby theater, and they were just throwing them out, and I was like, I'll take that.
Did it come with the jail cell?
Did it come with a jail cell?
Yeah, the little jail cell where that little mechanical guy, they kept him behind the logo. Remember the little mechanical guy that would come and like turn on the Dolby Digital and shit like that?
What in the fuck
you don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
The little character guy that would come and turn on the digital sound. He was a little mechanic. Oh my god. It might not have been Dolby, actually, now that I think about it. Digital sound tech. Hang on.
Take it easy, Bronco. Have I checked out Black Mirror Bandersnatch? No, I'm not that clickbaity fucking YouTuber, but apparently I really should have, huh? That's got what, a choose your ending type deal or something? Cecil, you're a YouTube whore.
Yeah, supposedly. It's a choose your own adventure kind of thing like Markiplier did a few years ago.
As long as you don't deny what I just said.
I got a question for you, CP.
Yo.
The question is, when are we going to see the 24-hour marathon video?
You are one of two people that have asked me, Theo. I don't know. I'm going back to Denmark next week. I have two videos that I'd like to edit before I leave. The marathon is not one of them. I'm hoping to get it done before Ryan announces everything for this year. So you'll get two marathons from me in 2019.
Good stuff.
I guess.
Like those videos.
I appreciate it. You're one of two people, maybe.
And you do put a lot of hard work into it. Like, editing is not easy.
Thank you. Yes, I agree. Same thing with my list videos. I put 6 hours editing into 138 views. So.
By the way, with your list, you're like, I feel pretty. Woof, woof. What was that all about?
Oh, it's bad. Have you seen it?
I've seen I Feel Pretty, yeah.
No, it's not good.
Listen, although as much as I dig chick flicks, that movie was like a kind of mess. It was a mess.
And that's why I said woof woof, because it's a fucking dumpster fire. Amy
Schumer falls off of a bike and hits her head and thinks she's pretty, though.
Doesn't make sense.
Amy Schumer is a funny girl. Like that's the problem.
She was once upon a time.
Listen to her. I'll give you that. Granted, I haven't heard much of her in the last 2 or 3, 4 or 5 years.
Her and Kevin Hart, they just comedies galore.
Kevin Hart doesn't need to worry about being funny anymore. He's got that paper.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Like, I kind of know the backstory of the Oscars, but like, do you think he'll come back hosting? Or
no? Stepped aside.
No, and the internet has ruined comedy for good. For good. Because
that kind of sucks, because I was looking forward to seeing him.
Right. Anybody who said anything at any point ever is officially, just under the microscope.
But like, those tweets were like years ago.
Doesn't matter, Theo. The internet is
what is this world becoming?
Sensitive. That's what this world is becoming. Isn't that right, Cecil?
Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
What are you even looking at?
I'm just checking stuff.
Uh-huh.
So which place do you like better, Denmark or the States?
For which reason?
Like weather-wise,
Weather, Denmark. Denmark's it's not really.
Europeans have good weather. I gotta say that
they give great weather. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It never gets too hot, never gets too cold, and it's just nicer. It's just nicer.
Well, yeah. What about like health-wise?
Health? Yeah. Denmark, they took care of me.
Yeah.
And didn't ask any questions.
Here, they tell you, if you got to go to the hospital, you have to have a card that you show it, and then basically that's your tax money that goes towards.
Mm-hmm. Same thing in Denmark, except for some bizarre reason that they took care of me, a visitor, without even batting an eye. So. Makes me wonder what would have happened if I had all these health issues when I was still over there, because probably would have been fixed by now completely.
Well, sometimes life has turns, but you're almost there.
Yeah, no, it's my lung. The thing that they tried, they thought it could have been acid reflux, which we had to take a stop due to my gallbladder. So. We stopped.
Burger King did it.
Fucking what's it called? Nightmare Burger. Never eat a fucking green bun burger ever again.
As soon as I saw that video of your reaction, I'm like, nope.
Yeah. 2 days later, I was in the hospital. But we paused trying to see if it's acid reflux, and now they're going to see if it's a nasal drip, which is mucus going down your throat and into your lungs, which could be causing the cough. And then if it's not that, who knows?
It's nothing like too urgent, like the C word, right?
Right. No, the cancer's been ruled out.
Yeah. So it's
because the first time they looked, there was what do they call it? They call it an opacity. So they look at your lungs, but what they saw in my right lung was like a thing.
Yeah, they didn't see spots.
Right, exactly. So they saw like a blurry thing, and they were like, because I coughed up blood, they were giving me worst case scenarios, and bronchial adenoma was one of them.
Because I work at a retirement home, and I had this bad cough, and I coughed up blood, and I was worried. So when I saw my doctor, he says sometimes when you force yourself to cough,
right,
get like your muscles kind of that
scratch. Yep.
Yeah. So it's that probably, right?
Yeah. So it could be far worse. Well, by the time everything started seeming like it was getting better, my stomach came up, and that was a completely different thing. So, I am the way I am today is far better than I've been for the last 6 months. Although my scar itches a hell of a lot more than anything.
That's because it probably itches because it's healing.
Oh, is that what it is?
It does that.
Somebody told me that it means it might be raining.
Are the lines going away slowly? Like you're black, is that going away?
Black?
Yeah, like when you have a black line to your stomach. Does that like where they sued? Not they sued. They sewed.
Yeah, it's right there in my gut. It's purple.
Yeah.
It's
as long as it's not red, because when it's red, it looks like red is the sign of infection. So.
Well, guys, on that note.
Yeah, it's 2:30. Let's wrap this up. See, so I guess we're gonna have a no-show from good old Sandra.
Big surprise. CP, before you go, let me just let you know, since I haven't had a chance to this stream yet, I don't think. Just got a nice comment on my top 6 or top 5 scariest moments of 2018. Of course, I had to include the splitting headache and Terrifier that I'm sure you loved so much. But none other than Art the Clown himself, David Howard Thornton, just commented saying he was honored and thank you so much. So it's always nice to see.
Oh, so you just wanted to do a little name drop before we
just had to do one.
Alrighty. I've
never seen Terrifier.
Don't.
You're missing out.
Take one of our words for it, Theo. Okay, well, thanks for sticking around, for watching 30% us talk about Escape Room and
the other 30 drama.
The other 70 drama.
There's probably at least 10% Bird Box in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, there was Bird Box in the middle, and then that's why the troll decided to change her name to Sandra Bullock. All right, guys.
But CP, seriously though, make sure you watch that video I put in your Facebook. I'm dying to get your.
I will. Theo, what do you have anything you're plugging on your channel there?
Anything to plug in? No, nothing exciting.
Well, you just did your what? You see a Santa video. little late.
Claus, yes. That's, you can check that out there. Yeah.
And that's at Theo's Movie Reviews, correct?
Yeah, correct. I should change that name. Not because I just movie reviews, like, I don't know.
Everybody's changing their channel name. See, it's a trendy thing to do.
Theo's Popcorn World.
That's interesting.
Sounds like a food channel.
Yeah, do popcorn reviews. That'd be fun.
Oh, this one is a little salty.
Yeah. Cecil, what 16 videos do you have coming out tomorrow?
Tomorrow is our top 5 best and worst horror TV shows of 2018.
Dude, you ride that fucking 2018 shit to the ground, huh?
We usually only do 3 videos, but this year.
And how many do you have so far? 5? Just 5.
This will be the 5th.
All right.
What? We did top, we did bottom, we did looking forward, we did scariest, and now we're doing TV. It's pretty much as far as we can push it without being.
You sure?
Over the top. Yep.
All right.
Don't hate.
I'm not playing hate. I'm just congratulate. That seems to do it.
And views, yeah.
I will have Like I said, I'm recording 2 before I go to Denmark. So I will have the Who Would Like That for a Serbian film sometime in the next 8 days, and the next 20 from my list that nobody watches. So
I watch them.
I watched the list.
See, that makes 60% of my audience right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that. And go subscribe to Emily's Adventures in Harland. I think she's like 9 away from 1,000.
A couple more away, yeah.
Almost there.
Yeah.
Plus, she needs the money because she's got to pay for all our food. So let's get her monetized.
And don't forget to ask her that question for me.
What if I can? You can call her a cunt.
No, the very first question I asked about the creepy
crawl.
about
the creepy crawl. Yeah,
I'm just messing around.
It's
no, yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. All right, say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.